Before too long, this whole parking lot will be full.
Light coming in.
Good morning, y'all. Sunday morning. We are on our way to Murrysville, to the Murrysville Alliance Church for the annual blessing of the bikes. You guys see so much footage of my little hometown and the city that I actually live in. So I figured we'll toss in some riding footage here on the ride too. I'm not going to bore you with everything. Some people like this kind of stuff, and it seems like a lot of my viewers don't really watch the moto vlogs, so I'll try to keep it cut a little bit short. Nice little bit of a windy road just up ahead. We're still technically in the Keysport, about to enter North Versailles. The road I'm going to turn on is called Crooked Run Road, which I figured it's not super tight, technical windy, but you know, a little bit. I figured it'd be a good one to throw off as far as riding. It's a little warmer than I thought. It's pushing 50 degrees already. I thought we were going to leave at 42 degrees this morning, but it is what it is. Bundled up. Full face helmets on, proper wind protection for the bike. We only got about a half hour travel. So I figure I will show you maybe 10-15 minutes of this. And some of the better sections of the road. Oh, big old bump. Crooked Run Road. It's pretty much just a shortcut. It eliminates a few red lights on the Lincoln Highway, also known as United States Route 30. But not necessarily with a passenger, so we're going to behave a little bit. Probably should have wore a pair of gloves this morning. Impervious to temperatures. But you know, 45, 50 degrees with a 45 to 60 mile an hour wind chill, yeah, it's a little chilly. This is always sketchy as hell here. And this is one thing I don't like about a full face helmet. I'm really restricted on my field of vision. I've got to turn my head as far as it'll go to see down the highway. I don't like that. As well as you got a little restriction in your hearing too. I hear the engine, you hear a little wind noise, you definitely hear the exhaust of the pipe. But what you do not hear with a full face helmet is the car right next to you on either side. hear the tires singing on the asphalt. You can hear the car splitting the wind. And believe me, I have had a car in my blind spot and heard it well before I could see it many a times. That's one of the reasons why I'm not a big supporter of the whole full face helmet thing. But I can tell you this, I've got the visor up so that y'all can hear me good. And yeah, it's kind of nice as far as the cold wind hitting you. So it's a little trade-off I make. I turn my head a lot more because my field of vision is decreased with a helmet like this. Whereas normally I'm just scanning with my eyes, but now I'm looking out. Well, I don't know why I'm pointing at it. Y'all can't see it. But now I'm looking at this little slit, whereas my field of vision cuts off here and here. Normally I have all this open, and it tends to work a little better for what I like. But hey, it's for the viewers, right? Pretty good for this. There should be hopefully some cool footage. I don't like to just walk around somebody's bike with my camera. I always ask if they wanted to be on the internet and on my YouTube, introduce myself, all that. But there's usually a bunch of really cool bikes here, custom stuff, so hopefully we can get you some cool shots. And we're going to rock 3 cameras today, all GoPro. The Hero 10 that's on my face right now. We got a GoPro Hero, a new GoPro Hero. We have an ancient GoPro Hero. Shoots in 1080, but it shoots really good. So hopefully we'll get some good footage. I got about 6 extra batteries for the Hero 10. If you're a camera guy, camera geek, and you're watching this, I chose the Hero 10 basically because I didn't want to fool with external mics too much. I kind of like the idea of just plugging it into the media mod, having it out here in front of me and being able to talk into it. Battery life is not as good as the Hero 11, but when I looked into it and I started studying it on the internet, the little bit of extra battery you get on the 11 definitely outweighs definitely does not outweigh the price of the Hero 11, so we went with the 10. The 12 and the 13 could take like a Bluetooth style mic, which is cool and all, but once again, there's the price of the actual camera, then the price of the Bluetooth mics, whereas if I want an external mic, beyond what the media mod will do, I can hook up my Purple Panda mic. It was like 30 bucks, so kind of, for what I wanted to do, try to maximize the amount of money that I'd spend on it, get the most of my dollar. And so far, I'm impressed with the footage. I went live from it Saturday night, which is cool. And I'm digging it. I mean, the battery life isn't as bad as you would think if you watch your settings. Like if I shoot this in 1080, probably get about an hour and a half of battery life. I'm shooting in 4K, but the front screen's turned off. The rear screen is down to 10%. We turned off stabilization. On a motovlog, you really don't need it. If you're walking around, yeah, it's nice to have. But all these things eat battery, they cause heat. Heat kills battery life, and you will overheat your camera. And it'll shut down on you, which is what I had found out. I had everything cranked up all the way to get a good night shot the other day on the way to work at 4 in the morning. And I tried to get a ride home shot. I got like 6 minutes into it and the camera overheated. Well, I had it up to the highest resolution, stabilization to the max. You know, I had both screens, front and rear, lit up to the max. You know, I didn't know all these things yet. I'm still learning this technology. Beautiful landscape there. But I figured if I pretty much taught myself how to fix these motorcycles, and I could teach myself technology, cameras, editing software. I kind of taught myself how to do everything that I'm doing. I'm just trying a little bit harder at this point now for you guys. I mean, for real, the amount of support I've gotten, friends, family, people that don't even know me, reaching out to me in comments, that means a lot to me, man. I'm just a old truck driver and biker from back in the day that knows how to work on these old motorcycles. I'm not a nerd. I'm not a modern day technology guy. This is all somewhat new to me. So I figure if you guys are showing me this much appreciation and reaching out to me and stuff, the least I can do is try a little bit harder to produce a better video for you. And that's what we're doing. I don't know if you can see up there. That would be the Waste Management landfill in Murrysville. It's pretty much about the highest point in this area anyway. Millions and millions of tons of garbage in that sucker. I hauled a lot of garbage there when I was a garbage man. And now that I work in a steel mill hauling stuff, I still haul stuff there. Ain't that something? Sorry, Mr. Honda. He's mad. I got his wrong. Look, I'm doing 50 miles an hour. The speed limit's 35. You can deal with it, buddy. Pizza Caliente up there on the left. This place is actually really good. They ain't cheap, but they got a Diablo pizza that is out of this world, if you like spicy. One of the first dates that me and Mrs. Phoenix Motorsports went on, we came out here to get pizza. We took my Yamaha Roadstar, and it was literally 2 days after I bought it. I went through it, made sure everything was good to go. I wasn't used to the bike. Coming out of the parking lot, I almost dropped it. I come off the curb just a little bit funny, wasn't ready for it. She pitched to the left. Don't you snap. Woo. Yeah, you'll have that. Damn goose. He didn't want none. He seen us coming and said, oh no. That would have been interesting. Smashing into a goose on a GoPro. Then we took the windshield out. Anyways, I come out of the parking lot a little bit crooked. The bike started to pitch to the left. My left knee is towing the side. It started giving out. And with two people on the bike, plus the weight of a heavy bike that I wasn't used to, she started going over. Well, Mrs. Phoenix Motorsports saved the day, realized what was happening. We were not moving. I'm like trying to struggle the bike back up. She jumped off the back and helped me push it back up straight. And yeah, the rest is history. That was about, oh man, maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. I don't really know. Anyways, I'm gonna cut the video here. Keep it short, keep it forward, you guys. And I'll pick it back up. Maybe on Northern Pike Road. It's nice and windy and pretty. Catch you later. Alright, Northern Pike Road. Once again, this is just another little shortcut. It eliminates a few red lights and some idiots that think that just because it's 2 lane, you can go 100. Yeah, man, people, please slow down. Bikers are dying every day because some idiot in a cage feels that the speed limit doesn't matter. I'm in a hurry. I need to go to Starbucks, get my latte while I'm texting, blah, 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 blah. And yeah. So if I can, I love to stick to these 2-lane back roads. It's just, man, it's just crazy out there. As you can see, we got GPS going at this point. I pretty much know where this place is. I've been here a few times now, but the actual turn off of Route 22, real easy to forget where that is. I was a local truck driver hauling dumpsters, demolition debris, you know, garbage from stores, all kind of stuff like that for a lot of years. So it's kind of hard to get me lost in the, you know, within 200 miles of my house, it's kind of hard to get me lost. You can plug me anywhere and I'll find my way home. But we kind of want to get there in one shot. And right now I think we're pushing, yeah, 10 o'clock, about right. There's a church service that starts at 11, and with the amount of bikes that get here, I kind of want to get get my bike parked right up out front rather than have to park off to the side like we did last year. So I got a lot of camera equipment and batteries and crap with me, and I'd like my bike to be central. That way if I need to grab another battery or anything like that, I can just go ahead and walk right to it in 2 minutes rather than go through a sea of 1,500 to 2,000 people. And I do believe we were close to 1,500, 2,000 people last year. I will actually, I'll drop a link in the description if you want to watch last year's service. This is going to be not necessarily the longest video. It's going to be a little bit of a longer one. I may do just the ride in one video and the actual service in another. I'm going to try to go live for the service depending on if we get a good spot to do it from. But this is a beautiful road here, so I figured I would go ahead and film this for you. We are east of Pittsburgh at this point. The further east you go towards the mountains, the more prettier it gets. I don't know if you're catching all the scenery. I don't have the widest angle shot. Just absolutely beautiful. Trees. Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't such a long commute to work, there's an orthopedic doctor where I go to get the prednisone shots in my spine. Those are lovely. I haven't needed one this year. The daily workouts have done the trick. Are you gonna let me go? They're gonna let me go. On this machine, and since I got the missus with me, we're just gonna take it a little bit easy. And the group I rode with last year, they rode hard. And if I was on my Goldwing like last year, I'm used to that bike. That's fine. I can ride hard, but I prefer to just take it a little easy on this bike. Just because I'm not used to it. I got the missus with us. We're geared up, leather jackets, boots, full face helmets, the whole 9 yards. I just prefer to just go it alone this year and enjoy the scenery, enjoy the footage. When you ride with a group and everybody's riding hard, you're focused on the rider in front of you, the rider beside you, and the rider behind you. And you kind of have to be. Guys get excited. It's the first big group ride of the spring. Yeah, they got their loud pipes, they're hammering, wah, 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 flying, and then slamming on the brakes for the corners. And if you want to keep up in that pack, you got to do what they do, essentially. And I can't just worry about riding my bike fast. I got to worry about riding my bike fast and the guy behind me riding fast, the guy in front of me riding fast, the guy beside me riding fast. You don't enjoy the ride as much. It's exhilarating, let me tell you. Group rides are definitely exhilarating, but it's a different mode today. We're going to a church for a church service, and then blessing the bikes afterwards and meet up with a bunch of friends. I just kind of wanted to take this day and enjoy it. And this would be the longest red light delay. I know they got coffee and donuts waiting on us. We got the monster mocha, a little extra caffeine shot. Keep my mind clear, man. Ooh, he's in a hurry. Keep my mind nice and clear. All this camera crap is new to me, man. I'm doing the absolute best I can for you guys, and I hope y'all appreciate it. Hey, we got a group of Goldwingers and a Can-Am truck behind us. Cool. Wonder where they're going. Oh. We'll be there in 3 minutes. Gold wing riders are a different breed. To be honest with you, they're usually older fellas that paid their dues, put in their time riding. And whether they just cruise them around local or whether they ride cross country, they all seem to have the same mentality. They ride safe. They know they can ride their bike hard and fast. They generally don't. They ride safe. They do what they need to do on the road. And you'll see two different types of gold wing riders. The guys that just flip-flop shorts, I don't give a crap. The guys that are suited and booted like these gentlemen behind us are. You can see them in the mirror. But it still blew out the stabilization on my camera. So riding videos from my phone are useless, and I don't care how expensive of a phone you got, it's going to do the same thing. Here we go. We're loaded up with folks. Man, I thought we was here early. This place is already about time. Catch you in a minute.